Today's video is on air tools and air lines. To connect air to any of our tools or to any of our shop air outlets, all of the connectors are the same. You're going to pull back on the collar, which you'll see in my right hand, and that will slide onto the adapter in my left hand. Pull back to release, pull back to install. These are some of the air tools in the shop. We've got a tire pressure gauge, a cutoff wheel, impact gun, and an air ratchet. Our first tool is a 1/2-inch impact gun. We use this for removing tires, larger bolts. We can pick the directions, whether we are tightening or loosening, as well as the power on the gun itself. We will only be using these to loosen bolts or take them off, not to install. And if we do install any bolts in the shop, please install them by hand first so that we do not cross thread. The next one is a cutoff wheel. This is used for cutting. It's great on metal. Same as any other air tool, pull back on the collar to disconnect. This is an air ratchet used for tightening or loosening. It's great for dash work or for any smaller bolts where there's not a large amount of torque involved. Last is our tire pressure gauge. It has a digital face which will read our tire pressures in PSI. To hook it up, it's no different than any other air tool. Pull back on the collar and slide into the adapter. If I press fully down on the trigger, I will be able to add air, and halfway down will release air. In order to check the pressure, I simply release the handle, and the gauge will display the pressure that's in the tire. The process for adding air is no different than as you saw on our tire machine video. Remove the valve cap, depress the end of the lock, slide it on to the valve stem, and then add or release air as needed.